Have you ever had that experience where you thought you had the best idea ever and it turns out absolutely terrible? Like it's the worst idea ever known to mankind? Yeah, that's what I had lately. I thought it would be funny. I don't remember who exactly it was, but somewhere on a stream like a while ago, someone in the chat suggested to play the entirety of Desert Bus. Which, for those who don't know, Desert Bus is a game where you drive a bus for 8 hours straight. There's no breaks. If you get off the road at any point, you just lose, you get reset all the way back. If you stand still for too long, you get reset all the way back. It's just terrible overall. And I thought it would be funny if I do it at like, what, 100 subscribers? And so yesterday I did it, I attempted it at least. It did not go that well. After like an hour of just driving straight, I was getting bored and zigzagged a little bit on the road and accidentally left the road. And I got reset all the way back. It was painful. And I'm gonna attempt it again because I am a man of dedication. I do not wish my worst opponents to do this. It's straight up torture. So if you want to see me suffer when I attempt it again eventually, go join the Discord in the description. Subscribe so you don't miss out a notification because I am terrible at making promises when I start streaming. So it might just happen this Friday. If I edit this video in time, but we'll see. Anyways, welcome back to episode 4 of the unnamed hardcore series with no actual progress done in any episodes. I've looked a bit into the spider farm, I searched some online tutorials, but none of them addressed the problem. And what I think is happening is not only do the spiders not spawn at a normal rate because they spawn slower. I think that's because I'm too far away from the spawner. Like this tunnel is too long for it. And I've been looking at this building for a while and I don't know, it just doesn't click. I do not like it at all. So I'm gonna simplify it a little bit by making the gradient less. And I think in this case less will be more. Because in this small space, this is like only 10 blocks tall. And it's using 4 different blocks. Even from a bit far away. It just does not give the gradient I wanted. And up close it just looks like a mess. So I'm gonna remove the acacia and the tuff blocks. And see if that looks any better. That's what's wrong. It doesn't look that much better, like... It's not a good change, but it's at least a lot less messy from close up. You see that there is a little bit of texture, and from distance it does look like it's going from like white specks to black, which is still not what I wanted. I could have just used diorite, but it's better than it was. I did make a replay of it using the flashback mods. It's a new mod that's been introduced that's trying to replace the replay mod. But it somehow bugged and my character just did not show up. It was just invisible man breaking blocks. So I'm gonna stick to the replay mod for now. That means you won't get a replay of this or the spider farm, which I also fixed. And if we go down there, it was actually that I was too far away. I've just shortened it by like 10 blocks. And now spiders keep spawning. Okay, yeah, there he goes. He sees me and then he's coming. It's a very manual system, but it works better than it used to be because no mobs spawn. Now that I've done my daily chores, done the cleanup quests, I want to improve a little bit by making a little bit of automation again. I want to make an iron farm. And how I'm seeing it, like this area over here, this ledge and the ledge over there, nearing that city, maybe over there even, that's all gonna be housing for the civilization. Down here, all the way to the back of that cave, not that part, but this entire part will be industrial. So I'm gonna expand from the string farm on and probably make iron farm right there. For that, I have already captured 2 villagers over here. They do not have names yet, and they are completely against their will here. Now with these guys in place and all the materials acquired, which I did a little bit more strip mining, so I have enough. Now we just need to light up the darkness over there, and then we're good to go. Now that everything is lit up and I got a 3rd villager because I realized there needs to be 3 villagers in the farm instead of 2, I made a realization. Iron golems need a lot of spawn proofing, so they will spawn at the exact location inside the farm. And I thought, oh, that's not that difficult, I'm just gonna flatten this out and make it all slabs around. But then I noticed leaking from the ceiling and realized that the ceiling is very close and they will probably spawn all down here, and I'm getting none of the iron then. So instead of building it over here, I'm gonna build it, I don't know, probably over there? I think over here is a fine location. Just gotta flatten this out and make it all half slabs so no iron golems can spawn anywhere. Also, this is a completely original design. I mean, not completely original, I did use tutorials before, but I made it completely of memory, so it might not be as efficient, but it's mine. And I'm proud of it. And to build it, we go just like this, and there it is. Look at how quick that went. Everything in this farm is done, except for the villagers, which we need to transport right now. But that was a bit sketchy, so I want to do it on camera, so if I fall, at least record it. The only thing that I also still need is names for the villagers and the zombie, and their jobs, because I don't want all Fletchers, of course. I think maybe a librarian in here, maybe that will be useful. You will run off as soon as I set you free, right? Let me just... Nope, did not think so. And look at them. Yeah, they cannot escape, that's great. Okay, and that's because he's not ready yet. So let me give you some of the design choices I made. One, why is it so high up? That's because if it's lower down, like you see in most of these farms, that means you have to spawn proof all this area. And because I'm or at least gonna make this an entire village, that means I'll be limited for a lot of buildings. And now only the building that's going around this will have to be spawn proof, and maybe some other buildings, but for now this is the best way to make it only spawn in there. Another thing I made is this thing, these walls over here. I don't know why, but in my test world, the creative world, iron golems kept spawning on one of these 4 blocks, then half inside this block over here, and then just glitched out, just fell through the wall. I don't know why. Tried fixing it by making a thicker wall, by making it just go under it, but apparently this works too, so we'll go with this solution. And lastly, why I made it so open is because I do want to trade a little bit with them. I don't know what their professions will be, you can leave it in the comments. You can choose the professions I give these guys, but at least one of them will be a Fletcher for easy money. I'm gonna make the build around the iron farm next episode, because honestly, I do not have the time or motivation right now. And yeah, that's about it for today.